Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Portia Monique, and today we have celebrity hairstylist Darius, who's the mastermind behind some of the most stunning red hot looks in the industry in terms of hair, right? So, with cherry red taking over as the must have color season for 2025, spotting on artists such as SZA, artists such as Mary J. Blige. Darius is here to break down why this bold shade is the ultimate power move. Let's get right into it, Darius. How are you today?
I'm amazing. How about yourself?
I am doing very well. I see that you are out in Cali. It's still award season. So I really want to get right into that. But before we get into award season, let's talk about your origin story, right? So, how did you get
Mhm.
started on this journey of becoming a celebrity hairstylist?
I started off in Fashion Week. So my journey as a celebrity hairstylist started off with me assisting in Fashion Week. I used to assist Rihanna's hairstylist. His name is Yusuf Williams. I did like the first Savage X Fenty show with him, I think in 2019. And the rest is history when it comes to like celebrity or even like fashion or the industry, I would say. But before that, I was in a salon. I was in a natural hair salon. I was doing natural hair all day. But when it comes to doing hair at a higher level, I got started in 2019 assisting Youssef during Fashion Week, and the rest is like history. I'm like, I can do this myself, and I knew that I had what it takes to do this, so I took off.
And here you are today. Now, you have worked with some of the best in the business, the icons, the artists. Let's get into it. And we're currently wrapping up award season. The Oscars are coming up. Let's talk about this year's trends when it comes to your celebrity clients. Who you work with? Who are you currently working with? Let's get into it. Talk about it.
I would say trends that are popping off now. We see a lot of color on the runway, but I say girls are like wearing their locks, or like locks on me, like their natural curls, like their curls behind, or they're wearing their wigs behind their hairline. So everything is not like hard baby hair swoop swoop. You see more like ponytails and like chignons, like low buns, where girls are using the base of their hair as the forefront of the style, and they adding extensions to exaggerate or to accentuate, as opposed to just depending on just wigs. So that's coming back now. Mixing natural hair with their extensions and a lot of color we see.
Now we see or we saw that the NAACP Image Awards was last week. Oscars are coming up. Who are you working with currently, and share some of their style tips when it comes to their hair?
Nicole, are you here? Can I say who I'm working with?
No, it's a secret.
Okay,
Nicole,
so
you told me who he was working with.
It's a secret. It's a secret. It's a secret.
okay. Well, the
You'll
Oscars.
see next week Monday. You'll see next week Sunday.
Okay.
What about for the NAACP Awards? You told me he was just working with somebody for that.
I didn't do the
Oh, you
NAACP.
didn't? Okay, okay, okay. Scratch that
No.
question then. We'll keep it
Hmm.
moving because it's a secret.
But I did have
Um,
movie premieres. I did a Shanti press run recently, maybe like a week and a half ago. Shanti was here in LA. We did a huge press run for a movie that's coming out. It's called No Address, and it's about homelessness. So I did her entire press junket here in LA with her, and we did carpet looks and things like that. So trendy looks are definitely, like I said, snatchback with like a little avant-garde, a little mixing your hair with extensions. That's all living right now
okay.
and glam and on carpets. Girls are mixing their hair with extensions and blending the two, so you can't tell the difference.
Okay. Love that. Now, cherry red. It is the color of the season, right? So it landed on at number one on Pinterest business trend list for 2025. From your perspective, what is it about red hair, especially that bold cherry red shade, that's capturing everyone's attention?
You know what? It's so funny. I feel like everything in beauty or yeah, beauty and hair recycles itself. So I feel like with this color coming back, I don't know if you remember, but girls used to get braids back in the day. My sister would always get braids, and the shade was 350. It was a braiding hair, and that shade you see now, it was called 350 in braiding hair. It was like that bright orange that Kiki
Mhm.
Palmer is wearing now. So I've seen that color growing up, but girls weren't bold enough to wear it. Like everyday women weren't wearing that
Yeah.
color. It was like the girl who wanted to be different, or the girls who wanted to put freckles on her face. It was like that girl wore that bright orange hair. But now it's like um it's becoming more like I guess palatable for everyone to wear. And you see it more and more. So I think Kiki Palmer is killing it. And I think the color is just it's been around, but now it's recycling itself. And now
Yeah.
it's not so it's looking to where it's not so harsh and you can blend it and yeah, it doesn't look so harsh now. Before it looked like it was I guess harsh for a girl to walk to the store and have bright orange hair, but now it's not a thing. Like especially with SZA. SZA done it so many times. SZA done that color, that bright orange color. She first came out. Now she diluted it more to like a burgundy or like a cherry red. Like it's kind of deeper now. But I feel
Mhm.
like SZA was one of the first girls we've seen with that ginger fire
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah. So I've never had color in my hair. I'm a natural girl.
Hmm.
But I've always wanted it, just really too apprehensive to try it. But SZA is killing it. Kiki is killing it. I love that color on her. And I just saw something on K Michelle last night. She also has that
Okay.
golden copper ginger color.
Uh-huh.
How does that fare? Like, because I want to know if that's something that I can pull off, right? Because I like the chocolate skin. I like that mixture of that golden copper ginger look. But when it comes to shades of color, do you think there are skin tones that work best for certain colors?
I do. I think there are skin tones that work best with certain hair colors because of the undertones of the skin and undertones of the color. You know, all reds aren't the same, like or
Mhm.
they aren't as warm. Some reds are cooler, um, or more orangey. So I feel like it depends on your skin tone. And I feel like there's a few colors that you should always option three colors when it comes to picking a hair color. Like, you know, and I feel like if it's too harsh from the root, always add dimension. So it might be like a vivacious red on the ends, but you can go in the roots and be more deeper to like make it have dimension so that it's not just coming out the scalp so bright. Like Kiki Palmer, she's pulling it off very well, but that color right out the scalp is like what women were scared of. So I feel like she's pulling it off. I think with full glam it looks great, with a red lip it looks great. But I feel like an everyday woman you need like a deeper root. So maybe like a vivacious red at the ends and maybe like something I'll say like red hot rhythm at the ends and something deeper like a rich auburn at the root. Like so it
Okay.
kind of like cascades into like this bright color as opposed to just
Mhm.
being bright from the root. So I feel like you can pull it off. Just
Yeah.
add some dimension to it.
Okay. Now, so we saw Kiki, she had two different haircuts last week when it came to award
Hmm.
season, right? So
Hmm.
she attended ABFF honors and she had the long flowy locks. Beautiful. And then she
Hmm.
attended NAACP Image Awards and she had the shorter cut. Both beautiful. Are there any cuts and or styles or techniques that will dominate the year alongside this color trend of red, the bright orange, the crimson, the ginger?
You know what? I'm looking forward to seeing like more pixies and more like slim bobs. I feel like
Mhm.
we're so like stuck on that chunky '90s like bob. I feel like that's beating in from last year. I'm interested in seeing like Janelle James did a really nice pixie cut she's doing now. I think like pixie cuts, or even Quinta Brunson, that pixie cut taper to the face where it's not so
Yeah.
high, not so curled, just like very Rihanna Take a Bow era. Or even like when Rihanna had that slick bob, it was like jet black, but it was like close to the face. Like there wasn't a lot of volume going on. I feel like
Mhm.
something edgy and sleek like that, very like posh spice. But I think I'm looking forward to something sleek and clean coming back like that this year. And more color.
Okay. I love that. More color. I love that little pixie cut. It looks beautiful, especially when it's done right. Now, speaking of
Hmm.
being done right, are there what are the biggest mistakes that people make when coloring their hair at home, and how can people avoid those?
I think same thing with color. The biggest problem with girls coloring their women, anyone coloring their hair at home and in the shop, I think girls or people are dishonest with like their hair history or what they just did to their hair. So you have to be mindful of all the colors and things you put on before you put this box color on or before you change your hair color. You have to consider everything you've done prior because they all
Mm,
have all chemicals and it all will like determine your outcome with your results that you're about to do now. But I feel like a good tip is like to look at the side of the box. Do not like that those six photos that are there. Look at those six photos, girl. 'Cause
they're there for a
if your
reason.
hair is black, right? If your hair is black, if your hair is black, it's not getting that bright from the rip. Like you have to be realistic with the results or with your starting shade. So if they read the side of the box, and don't go overboard with it. And if you're scared, do a patch test. Like you're scared, do a patch test. That's like a piece in the back. You start there first to see if it works, or try it on some extensions if you're scared to change your hair color. Like I
Mhm.
always use Dark and Lovely, but I do it. I do it on wigs. I do it in clip-ins. Like I've done just these box colors so many times, and like wigs, and like even like to add dimension to wigs, things like that. I always put like Dark and Lovely box color on it. But it's
Mhm.
like it always works for sure because I know the base, I know how it's starting, and I know my end result, and I can leave it on a little bit extra because my wigs can't talk. But for the human, you know,
Right.
be mindful of the scalp heating up and I guess monitoring times and things like that. So you can't expect an unrealistic result. Not like
Yeah.
sometimes if it takes processes or it takes like steps or stages, it might take stages to get the result you want. You might not get it in one shot, and that's okay.
Yeah, yeah. So I heard you talk about Dark and Lovely products. Do you have any, are they your favorite products? And if so, do you have specific products and or treatments that enhance the shine and depth of color, specifically that cherry red color that we've been talking about?
When it comes to color, Dark and Lovely is my to go to. And it's funny because I grew up on Dark and Lovely. I never thought that I would be using it. Bald and I don't have hair. So but yeah, Dark and Lovely is my favorite box color out there because I use it on my clients and my units and stuff. It does not bleed. It doesn't bleed. I play with other colors or everyone doing the watercolor method with the Adore. All that stuff comes out. It comes out on your clothes. It comes out on the flat iron. Things like that. I'm sorry, it's like a siren in the background.
Oh,
I feel like Dark and Lovely, with that, there's no bleeding. Like when it comes to like the hair, like after like the two washes, the hair doesn't bleed, doesn't transfer to your clothes, and the pigment of the color stays vibrant itself. So I feel like another treatment you can use. I know Dark and Lovely has it, but like for any color, I recommend a gloss. Always having a gloss to like enhance your color or make it like vibrant again, even if it's black. That's my secret with black hair too. If my black hair looks so shiny, it's not me spraying on product. It's me adding a gloss while I'm coloring. Because like when you press it or when the light hits it, it's shining from within, and the hair is just vibrant. Any color you can use a gloss with, it makes it more. It makes it pop more.
okay, okay, love that. So we're
Hmm.
about to ramp this interview down, but I have a couple of more questions for you. What's your advice for someone considering a bold color such as that red transformation, but they are hesitant to take the leap, like me? What's your advice?
I feel like if you want to try it, try a wig first.
Probably
If
first.
you want to try that, I got full hair that color, always try a wig in that color, or try like clipping to put like highlights. I feel like with those colors, it's just like it's a commitment. It's like with locks or any other or any like braid style. You might get tired of it like the next week. Like you might be cute, you might wear all your outfits to match it. Now it's like, girl, this ain't her all orange. You gotta go to the store. You gotta get you like I don't know last time this bright orange hair. So you probably get tired of it.
Yeah.
Someone like day to day or your every day or even if you have like for a meeting, I don't want to show up on my Zoom with this bright orange hair, like things like that. It's like you might get tired of it, so be mindful of that. A wig, you can
Yeah.
take it off, but you can like finesse it or like I guess like diet down or I guess say dilute it a little bit. But like when it comes to your natural hair, you're kind of it's a huge commitment or a huge leap to take. So I feel like try with a wig first because you might get tired of it in week two.
Where do we get our wigs from though? Right. So and are the wigs with the lace, are those still on trend or are we doing something different?
Oh, they're on trend, but now there's like a new hairline technique. So like the girls aren't wearing them the same way they did. Like I guess like a smiley face. It's more so like a McDonald's arch. It's the weird thing. They call it the Lagos hairline. But I feel like when it comes to wigs, I'm more for glueless. So I like to have wigs that are behind your hairline. So you still have to keep the integrity and the health of your real hair up to where the
Mhm.
wigs that I like to use. The girls now they use wigs as a shield to cover what's there. I like girls who have like real hair to blend with
Edges.
the wig. Because like if
Mhm.
you get edges, like you said, you keep covering,
You
if
need
you
some edges.
if you if you keep covering those edges up with the wigs, it's like you're not gonna have no more edges. So
Right,
I
right.
like to yeah, I like to put the wig behind the hairline. Stuff like that's the new trend, but it's been out there. The girl's been doing it. It's how Beyonce wears hers. She didn't tell me that, so I'm just me like this me studying hair and knowing what I know. A lot of girls wear their wig right behind their hairline so that when the wind hits it, it all blends together. Even Kiki Palmer, she got her natural hair that same color to match her
Oh,
wigs.
okay.
So when she wear her curls, it's her hair. You can't
Mhm.
tell the difference, but it's dyed the same exact shade to match her wigs now. So now
Right.
that's her color. So I feel like if get your wigs, get your hair to match your hairline at least to match your wigs to make it seamless.
Yeah.
It's about is it her hair, is it not her hair, and that's what I believe in. I don't like the wigs where it's flaky. You see like the two baby hair right here, the, like eyelashes or mustaches. Like it's so pop on, pop off, so luscious.
Okay.
If your first question is not is it a wig or I see the lace or I see the vent, like you can see any of that. I feel like it's more about discretion when it comes to hair.
Yeah. 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 Okay. So last question for those who want to achieve that bold cherry red look at home, what's the best way to get salon quality results?
Like a great, I would say Dark and Lovely. They have like endless options when it comes to red. Like I'll go down the list, but like what Kiki has now, Kiki has like a red hot rhythm. Like for spicy red is really cute, but like a everyday is more deeper. A burgundy, I feel like a burgundies will come back. I can't wait till our girl. Well, sisters were like a burgundy one at Super Bowl, but like it was like it wasn't as like rich as I would like to see. What Dark and Lovely has, it's like this really really deep burgundy one. I can't see it really close. Oh my god, it's so good. It's number 68, and I'll find a name for it, Shade 68. But it's a really, really rich, like burgundy color. I feel like those colors I want to see come back. But I feel like any girl who wants to like try these colors, Dark and Lovely was my to go to when I first started coloring hair. And I feel like at home it's the safest thing to use. All the instructions are there, and you just can't expect unrealistic results. So I feel like give
I
Dark
love
and
it.
Lovely a shot. They have endless options when it comes to these reds. And Vivacious Red is Vivacious Red is one of the brightest ones. If you want to go bright and go bold, I'll start there. But if she's not for the week. And I feel like
Yeah,
red is a color, and red is a color that if you don't wear it, it will wear you. So
yeah, yeah.
you just be mindful that when you wear this red color, that you won't get attention. People want to stop you. They're gonna look at you. You just have to pull up and own it.
Pull up and own it. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Pull up and own it. We appreciate you.
Uh
Where
huh.
can we follow your journey, your social media, otherwise? And then if people want to book with you, are you taking on new clients? How do they get consultations? How do they get on your books if they can?
How can you find me? You can find me at I'm on Instagram and I have a website as well too. But my Instagram is D Hair, the word hair, IUSNYC. That's Darius NYC on Instagram on all platforms. And as far as my books, I have a link in my bio. You can click the link in my bio. But I'm more so gonna release things like far as like education wise. Like my audience would be more educated. I can cater towards like stylists who wants to get into the industry and showing them how to talk to their everyday clientele, things like that. So I'll drop like educational videos, but my main focus is like educating new stylists who want to get to where I'm at. So I'm more focused on that. And I always answer my DMs, I always answer questions. So if anyone has hair questions, hit me up, I'll answer.
All right. Well, we appreciate you, Darius. We will
Mm-hmm.
definitely be looking forward to who you're going to be working with this award season, this Oscar
Yes.
award season. So we'll stay tuned
Uh-huh.
for that. Okay. And we'll also
Yeah,
simply
it's gonna
follow
be
your
great.
journey and follow you throughout all of the things that you're doing throughout the year. So thank you so much for taking the time for stopping by, speaking with us, and enlightening us, no pun intended, on the hair trends for 2025. We appreciate you.
Thank you so
Thank
much, Monique.
you.
Of course,
That's
Monique.
okay.